I just ran the market data for the past 90 days in the Minneapolis-St. Paul area market. Should we be concerned about where these prices are heading? Let's dive into the numbers right now. Hi, my name is Steve Leth with eXp Realty. Today we are diving into the market statistics and data for a few areas, northwest suburbs and local Twin Cities region. We're jumping in. The prices on these homes and where they're going might be a concern. Let's dive into the numbers. If you haven't already, go ahead, like and subscribe to this channel for future updates on the market data in here and around the Twin Cities area. Let's go ahead and let's jump in. All right, and welcome back again. Here it is August 2025. We are jumping into the Minneapolis-St. Paul area market. We're going to look at some numbers today. We're going to look at some towns from Elk River, Big Lake, Maple Grove, Rogers, Zimmerman, all the way. We'll look at Bloomington, St. Cloud, and we're also going to look at one that someone shared in the comments. We're going to look at Fairmont, Minnesota, which is down on I-90 in southern Minnesota. So we're going to take a look at a little small town USA again here in Fairmont. So stay tuned for that one. So let's jump into the numbers here. We're going to look at three numbers in particular out of all of this. It's going to be the average days on market again, the price trends, which way they're moving, what price of homes on average are moving up or down. We'll look at that. And then a list price to sale price. So list to sold, what did we list the home at on average and what did it sell at and get an offer for, an agreed upon offer and sold. So we're going to take a look at those numbers here. Let's go ahead and let's jump in. Let's go ahead and start right here on the Elk River numbers. And again, these numbers here in general, the majority of the markets that we looked at, what's surprising, I don't say if it's surprising, but the general trend is you'll see on the very far right hand side, lots of green and lots of double digit numbers. So prices are increasing by a lot, by a percentage, a huge percentage. So that trend, as you'll see, home prices trending in Elk River are up. In the past 90 days of information that we're seeing, they're going up by almost 12%. And as you look on the green, you'll see Rogers price increases almost 35% is where they're trending, 30% for Zimmerman, 15% in Ramsey. The little small town USA, there's not too many homes that are sold in that area just because, the population, but the annual home prices are trending up there 83%. So we'll dig into those numbers here and take a look and see what all that means for us. So again, Elk River, we went ahead and we listed the home on average right around $449,000. And on average, those homes sold at about $431,000. So you're seeing now this list price to sale price starting to get closer to that 100%. So if I list my price for $500,000, I get $500,000. That was a 100% of the list price. So you'll see here in this column, Elk River, 95.99. So 96%. Of where on average where people listed their home, there was just a slight discount. So that gap has narrowed a little bit here. That's for August. So just the last 3 months, kind of the summer outlook, starting to see a little bit more competition, priced maybe more appropriately, and getting almost that list price. And you'll see average days on the market from our last report that we did. This is come down significantly. So you're just seeing average days on market. They're just right around 90 days. It used to be, I think it was up close to about 130 days on the market. And then we'll take a look here. So Big Lake, we saw this one trending kind of in this direction previously. And here we are. If you listed your home, over the past 90 days on average, you listed it at $385,000. You end up getting more than your asking price on average of those homes that were sold last or closed last quarter. So those out of those 88 homes that were closed, over half of them got more than what they asked for in that market when they listed their home. So 105, almost 106%. So again, listed at 385, and then they ended up selling at 408. So not too bad there in Big Lake. Price trends there in Big Lake. Right now, there's kind of going flat, pretty even there. I'm not seeing those big price increases at the moment here in Big Lake over the last 90 days. So that trend has kind of laid flat, whereas the Elk River market all of a sudden was flat last 90 days, has now bumped up where we're seeing maybe a 12% increase in price year over year. Maple Grove has been, pretty flat as far as where their price trending right now. People going on the market are getting just slightly less than their asking price on average. So they fell in at about 98, 99% of their asking price at Maple Grove is what they got. So $515,000 on average list price, and they pulled in $509, so just slightly less there. Some do get more, and then some obviously get less. That's kind of what the averages mean, of course. Rogers, here we're seeing a big increase in that annual pricing trend. So the prices in Rogers all of a sudden for the past 9 days have really increased and are kind of trending up for home prices there. And you'll see that for the next few cities, Rogers, Zimmerman, and Ramsey. Those prices we're seeing those increase there in those markets. Plymouth again, right here, pretty flat. You'll see as we kind of went through Zimmerman, Ramsey, and Plymouth, you listed your home and you got just about 100% of your asking price in those areas. And you'll see that kind of trend. Most of the markets we saw here that I put together today were all in the 90s, 95, 94, and up. And then we had a couple that were getting more than the sale price, and that was your Big Lake, and then of course Fairmont, which we'll talk about here in just a second. I'm getting well above their list price down there in Fairmont for the past 90 days. So with Bloomington popped in here again, you're listing your home in Bloomington, the average price was about $403,000 and sold right at $402,000. So you'll see that 99%. The Bloomington market price wise in the last 9 days actually trending down in Bloomington, about 10% what we're seeing there. And then I threw in St. Cloud. I threw in the city of St. Cloud here today, and we get the whole area of St. Cloud. Average price point right in there is $323,000, and they sold for $305,000. So you're seeing about a 94% of their list price is what they're selling for. And pricing trends in St. Cloud right now are slightly down about 1% is where they're trending there in St. Cloud. And then finally here, we'll take a look at the Fairmont market. Again, of all the locations, Fairmont, 28 active listings there in Fairmont. It's a small town USA, like I said, right off of I-90 in southern Minnesota. And you are going to get list your price here in the last 3 months on average about $196,000. And those sellers ended up getting 17% more than ask price, so $231,000, which you'll see right here is they're getting 117, almost 118% of their list price. So we listed at 196 and they got almost a 20% more than our asking price there. So that there's a few homes in that area that might have been priced appropriately, priced aggressively, and they end up getting over asking. Down there, you got to move to Fairmont, and maybe now is the time over the summer to get down there, compete for those homes, and you saw them get over asking price, probably multiple offers on those. So just a busy time in Fairmont there. So pricing trends, if that continues, obviously, you see people competing for homes. Obviously, you know, with that, you're going to see the pricing trend increase, and prices are going to continue to go up whenever you have people competing for homes and bidding wars going on. So probably happened there a little bit in Fairmont. They probably felt that. And we will watch that if that kind of dies down after the summer has passed and people have kind of settled into their homes. We'll take a look and see those numbers, and if that trend continues or if it continues to kind of flatten back out again. All right, so if you don't see your neighborhood in here, again, go ahead, drop that comment in there. Just put the city that you're looking for, maybe a little bit more information. You'd like to kind of see, hey, where's this price trends for your location, your neighborhood. I'd love to put that together for you, include it in the next market report. If you know a friend or anyone that thinks these numbers could be important for them, go ahead and share this with them. Appreciate everybody stopping in here and checking this out, and we'll see you again in the next one. Hi, this is Steve, right back at you here again. And if you are a homeowner and you kind of went through some of these numbers and you want to know specifically what your home value could be worth in this market in your area, what we do is we provide that for you. No strings attached, no cost, obviously, for something like that. Just super helpful information. There's going to be a link down in the description. You can just click on that and we will start working on that. It's going to tell you a snapshot of the city, the location that you're in. Then we're going to drill down. We'll see what homes that are very similar to yours are selling for, what they're being listed for, how many days on the market that they're taking to sell, just so you can be prepared if you were thinking about making a move in the next 3, 6, 12 months or so. And you have all the information. If that makes sense for you, we're going to provide that information for you. So thank you so much for stopping by, taking a look at the information. And if you want some more specific details for you, go ahead. Link is down in the description. All right, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.